A small gathering of protesters today demanding that Republican Congressman Jim Banks resign. They say he was complicit in his support of election falsehoods claimed by President Trump. That group that got together in the fort, they say he and other supporters of the president should accept some blame for what happened yesterday.
Fort Wayne's NBC reporter Vince Lovergene joins us live in the studio with reaction from the congressman. Vince.
Congressman Jim Banks says the protest involving about a dozen people in the fort calling for him to step down was, quote, laughable. As for yesterday's violence, he calls that, quote, sickening. After rioters stormed Capitol Hill Wednesday, breaking windows to get inside, I talked with Congressman Jim Banks by phone while he was on Capitol Hill Thursday to get his reaction.
From the bottom of my heart, it was just a very sad moment.
He tells me it was a horrifying scene. The congressman says what he saw Wednesday reminded him of something out of Afghanistan when he served in the military.
And it reminded me that there are those forces out there who will do whatever they can to disrupt and stop peaceful debate and the democratic process from occurring.
Congressman Banks says busloads of people traveled to D.C. from Northeast Indiana to peacefully demonstrate in support of President Trump. He says that's what the event should have been about. Instead, it turned into this.
Their actions were despicable. They should be prosecuted. They should be put behind bars for a long time, and they should be made to pay for the mistakes that they caused.
In the fort Thursday, a small group of people gathered at the federal building saying Congressman Banks should accept some of the blame for the chaos. They held signs calling on him to resign.
Well, it's laughable. I mean, I was just reelected overwhelmingly with over 2/3 of the votes in the 3rd District of Indiana to continue to represent our district for another 2 years. As I understand it, there were 10 or 12 protesters at my district office today calling for me to resign. Obviously, I'm not going to do that.
To let you know, earlier this evening, the head of the Capitol Police tendered his resignation to the Speaker of the House. Congressman Banks told me he hopes that will lead to better security protocols in the future.